Good morning. It's Wednesday. The dog doesn't know what day it is. It's Wednesday and we're gonna do barefoot cardio sculpt. Hi Edie. So barefoot cardio sculpt is barefoot of course. And then you don't need a dog toy, that's just here for this guy. And then small-ish dumbbells. I'm using 5s. Mine still roll around because my new cooler ones have not arrived. The dog doesn't want me to see you guys. So the format is we're gonna do warm up that has a lot of upper body stabilization built right into it. And then you can always put your knees down for any planks that we do. I'll always show that. And then from there we'll do a nice long endurance set with the small dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, you could use just 2 of anything the same size. So water bottles, canned soup, whatever. My friend had a great idea to empty the water bottles and fill them with rice or sand so that they would weigh the same amount. So there's that high guy. And then from there we'll do some cardio drills. So and then core and stretch. So that's our format. What is he doing? So that's the deal. If you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube fitness channel, here's my sign for it. Please do. It's Deb Prager Fitness. You can either find that by going straight into YouTube and searching for it, or I put the link in my bio in my Instagram page, so you can find it that way. And then tell a friend, because we're just trying to grow this into a place where we can go live from YouTube. It's a really good platform for playback. So there's that. If you have an injury that you are working with, you can always stay in the first or second layer of whatever it is that I'm doing. I'll always show it by first, second, third layer. If you've seen a doctor for an injury that you're dealing with, please make sure you've been cleared to do this, because I wouldn't want you to get hurt and then also be stuck at home. So, and thank you to anybody who's been able to throw a donation in my Venmo or my PayPal. I do appreciate it. Hi, Steve. So there it is. So that's our, I feel like there was something else I was going to tell you guys this morning. Oh, yes, I was going to tell you about the most fantastic mask to date that I have experienced. So this mask, I don't know if I can show it to you so you can see it. Sort of blends in with my outfit. So it's a company called Snap Mask Sports. It is so well made. It does not go around your ears. It goes behind. So I don't want to put it on and mess up my fantastic hairdo right now, but it goes around here and then underneath your ears, and it snaps like this, so you can just take it on and off. And it's really, really breathable. And here's the best part. It is custom fit to your face. It is, you measure from here to here, and then from here to here, and then it is so breathable, and it does not get all soaking wet. It's a neoprene, and then you can get it sized to your face, and you can pick out your colors. You can get like your own logo on it. Anyway, I don't have a piece of it. I just love it so much. So if you have to be out, especially for a long time with a mask on, I've tried a billion different masks. Okay, maybe not a billion, but this is the best one that I found so far. So having said that, you can find it on Instagram at @SnapMaskSports. I put it on my Instagram too, so you can go into my feed and find it there. They're a local company. They finally have it patented, is that the word I'm looking for? Trademark, patented, yes. Guy Maine's got one. They're amazing. So there, having said that, we don't have to wear masks because we're working out at home, but when you do have to go out in the world, that is a great mask. And then also have your beverage of choice in your vessel of choice. It's just water in a wine glass. And have your towel nearby. All right. Having said all of that, let's stand up. I know the weather, Guy, you're not down here, but we down here in Southern California, the weather is insane. It feels like Florida. All right, shoulders down and back, feet under your hips, hips under your shoulders. Bring your arms up to a V position. So your shoulders are down, feet under your hips hips under your shoulders, then find a squat. Your toes can wiggle. I'm gonna get rid of this dog toy because I don't want to look at it in the monitor. All right, now come down with your arms, bring your fingertips to where the wall meets the floor behind you. Squeeze under your armpits to get there. Your toes can still wiggle. Then come right back up to a V and then back down to your squat. That's your move. Up for 2 and down, single count. So it's up and squat, V and squat. One more. Then both arms come up together. Forward fold, either grab your elbows or let your hands fall to the floor. Either way it's gonna work, just whatever your hamstrings like today. Your toes can wiggle. Try to straighten your left leg and bend your right knee. Sitting into your left hip. And then change sides. Straighten your right leg and bend your left knee. Sitting into your right hip. Then bend both knees, let your head hang. Try to bring your left elbow up and then back down. Now maybe you reach beyond the left elbow and reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Either one of those positions work. Single counts, either your elbow or your whole arm. One more, right side, slow motion. First one will be just your elbow. Then maybe your whole arm goes up for 2. Single counts here. So reach and lower. Reach. 2 more. And then hold your fold. Lift your tailbone up. Let your head hang as you unroll. 3, 2, both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. And forward fold, unroll. In 4, 3, 2, this time. When you fold, bend both knees far enough, get your hands to the floor, then step back to a downward facing dog. That's your tailbone lifting up to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. Your heels press into the floor, palms pressing into the floor too. Then lower your hips to plank. Now anytime we come to plank, feel free to lower your knees from either plank. Lift your tailbone back up to a down dog, then lower your hips for 2 and come back up for 2. Lower your hips for 2, lift up for 2, lower for 2. Let's go twice more. Lower for 2 and lift once more. And then hold your down dog, both heels lift and lower. Lift and lower. Let's go 4 more with the heel lift and lower. 2 more. Then hold your down dog and shift your weight to your right hand and foot. Today, your left hand reaches back to your left ankle. Bring your left foot forward as best you can. If you need to lower your back knee, feel free to do that. Otherwise, come up. So it's sort of a crescent pose. If you do yoga very often, you know this pose. Otherwise, it's just back leg straight, front leg bent. You can always have your back leg bent if you need. Slowly reach behind your front knee and back up. Again, over for 2 and up. Let's go twice more. Keep your core engaged. Once more. And this time, both hands on the inside of your left leg. Engage your core. Step back, find your down dog here. Shift over to your left hand and foot. Right hand reaches for your right ankle. Bring your right foot forward. So knee down the back or keep it up. Try to bring your body up right here. Back heel stays off the floor. Bring your hands behind your front leg and back up. Over for 2 and up. Let's go twice more. Over for 2 and up. One more time. Now both arms come on the inside of your right foot. Engage your core. Step back to your down dog here. Then lower your hips to any plank. Maybe your knees are down, maybe they're up. If they're still up, you can rock forward and back. 2 more. And then hold any plank. If your knees are still up, put them down, release your feet, hips to your heels. Child's pose here. Then round up to find your modified plank, hands under your shoulders. Then maybe you bend your elbows a little or a lot. Then you straighten them and child's pose. Make it slow. Round up and hold or bend and child's pose. Round up, hold or bend. Let's do it again. Round, hold or bend. Again. We're gonna go twice more. Round up, hold or bend. Last time. On the next pass, modified plank and hold it there. Tuck your toes, push down, find your down dog. Then bring your knees to the floor, release your feet. Child's pose, hips to your heels, make it flow. Round up 1, 2, push down. For 2, lower your knees, child's pose. Same thing, round up. For 2, push down. Lower. Let's go one more time. Round up. For 2, push down. And lower. This time, modified plank. Hold it there. Tuck your toes. Try to lift your knees. If you're not quite here, work on just getting up off the floor with your knees. If you're already here, shift your weight slightly to your left hand and foot. Bring your right knee to your chest. Try to cross it under so your hands are still underneath your shoulders. This might be enough for you. If you need a little more, you can open up. Right hand still under your right shoulder. Belly button pulling in, pushing the floor away from you. Maybe your top arm reaches over towards me, then right back up. Then the left hand comes back to the floor. So I say right, I meant left. All right, from here, come back to your plank. Maybe you need to come down to your knees. If you're not on your knees, shift over to your right hand and foot. Bring your left knee in, cross it under. Hands still under your shoulders, maybe that's enough for you. If it's not, rotate open, left hand underneath your left shoulder. You can stay here, or your right arm comes over towards me. If you brought it over, bring it right back up. Use your core to rotate back to the center, then back to any plank. Lift your tailbone up to a down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll. When you're all the way up, grab your small dumbbells. I'm gonna grab a sip of my water in my wine glass. Alrighty. Adjust your outfit if you need. Grab your dumbbells. I know what I forgot to say in the beginning today. After party. So the after party is gonna be side core extra and stretch. Shoulders down and back. Feet under your hips, hips under your shoulders. Bicep curl on your left and right. Again, so up and lower, lift and lower one at a time. Try not to lock your elbows or your knees. One more each side. Then both arms together all the way up, all the way down. Easy enough. Keep your curl. Take your feet wide, toes to the corners, hips stay underneath your shoulders. Keep your curl at a hip sink if you're ready. So sink, press, sink, press. One more, let's slow it down. 2 counts to get there. 1, 2, push into the floor to come up. I have a little odd little click in my left hip today. And sink down for 2. Once more slowly. And then single counts down and up. So sink, press. 2 more like this. And then we'll go halfway down from the top. So just half. That half means your forearm is parallel to the floor. Now all the way down, halfway up. So sink to the half, sink, half. Full range, single counts here. So it's sink, press. Your dumbbells should not feel heavy quite yet. We'll slow it down, 3 counts to get there. So 3, 2, 1, same pattern. In 3, 2, 1, again. So So the more we do, the heavier these dumbbells will feel. Let's reverse. 1 down, 3 up. 1 down, 3 up. Again, cannot escape the humidity here in Southern California. It's very weird and very swampy. Again, sink, 2, 3, single count. Sink, press. 2 more. Then let's go halfway and hold. Little pulses here. Knuckles forward. Shoulders down and back. You have the option to rotate here at the shoulder. So out and in. Out. 1 more. Hold it out. Hold. Maybe your heels lift up. Maybe your arms extend out to a V. Maybe your legs extend. Maybe your right arm comes down on a diagonal. Then both arms move together to the other side. Belly button pulls in. Your core is strong and engaged. Your left arm comes up to a V. Then sink your hips. Elbows in. Lower your heels. Dumbbells together at the chest. Wiggle your toes. Bring the dumbbells to your chest. Then sink. Press straight up. So sink. Press. Your hips go straight down. Your knees track over your toes. Sink. Press. Let's do 4 more like that. So 4. Press. 3. 1 more. And then hold it up. Turn your thumbs towards knees. Toes towards knees. Dumbbells at your shoulders. And then a traditional wide squat. So sink. Push into the floor to find the up position. Then maybe a diagonal press to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Sink. Press. Again. Sink. Push against the floor. Let's do 4 more after this one. 4 to go. So 4. Press. 3. 2. 1. Bring the arms down. Shoulders down and back. Feet under your hips. Hips under your shoulders. Shoulder blades pinch back together. Release. Together. So it looks like this. If you haven't done it before. So together, release. 2 more. Then hold your shoulder blades together. Bend both knees. Bend your elbows so they're facing same way as your tailbone. Hinge at your hip. From here, try to extend. Come only to the glutes. Extend to the glutes. That's your move. Up tempo from here. So out and out. Try to keep your dumbbells glutes and back from there. So 4, 3, let's go 3 times and hold. So 3, 2, hold your extension to the glutes again, and 3, 2, extend to the glutes, and 3, 2, extend to the glutes again, and 3, 2, once more like that. 3, 2, hold your extension. Palms rotate to the ceiling. Little pulses up. So your arms are lengthened. Your spine is long. Your knees are bent. Your toes can wiggle. You pulse up from the shoulders. Let's go 8 more from here. So 8, 7, 6, belly button in and breathe. 3, 2, come up. Both arms come up. Feet wide, bring the arms down. Arms come back up together. Dumbbells together at the top. You'll bend your elbows and extend. Maybe you sink your hips. Press up, single count. So bend. Press against the floor to come up. Press down to come up. Same thing. Sink, press. 2 more. And then we'll go halfway from the top. So half. Extend, half, press down. 1 more. Then all the way down, halfway up. Sink to the half. Sink, half. Full range. Single counts down. Up, sink, press. 1 more. Hold it up. Bring your arms down. Shoulders down and back. Round your elbows. We're going straight up to the side. So lift from your shoulder. Release. Maybe sink your hips. 1, 2, single count. Sink, push down. Sink. So when you sink, your arms come just to shoulder height, maybe a little lower. as long as you're not swinging up too high. Hold it down. Little pulses here. So elbows round, hands slightly lower than your elbows. 3, 2, hold. Maybe bring your dumbbells towards each other to the front. Right back out. Press down. 2 counts to get there in. 1, 2, press down to come up. 1, 2, single count. Sink, press. 2 more. Hold it down. Little pulses. Maybe your heels come up. Maybe your dumbbells come in towards each other. If they did, they come back out. Your elbows stay rounded for 4, 3, 2, hold. Lower your heels. Come up. Shake it out. Parallel position. Feet under your hips, hips under your shoulders. Shoulders down and back. Bend both knees. Hinge at the hip. Dumbbells are end to end. Your toes can wiggle. Slowly bring your elbows up to 90 degrees. They extend back down to your start. Single count. Row. So it's a wide back row here. Up. Press down. Lift. Press. Breathing in and out. Long spine. Let's do 4 more just like that. In 4, 3, 2. Hold your arms up in the row and pulse your shoulder blades closer together. In 4, 3, 2, and forward fold. Let your back release. Lift your tailbone up. Let your head hang as you unroll. 1 bone at a time. Shoulders down and back. Wiggle your toes. Squats here. Not to worry, we have 1 more set with your back. 1 more squat. Hold it up. Bend both knees. Hinge at the hip. Thumbs face each other. Round your elbows. Wiggle your toes. Slowly, it's a back fly. Arms lift and lower. Once more slowly. It's a rounded position. Single count. Lift and lower. Lift. So it's not how high they go, it's about the position when they come up. They're rounded. 2 more. Hold your top position. Pulse right here. So rounded arms, long spine for 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Hang on to your dumbbells, tailbone lift, unroll. 3, hold your arms in a low V. I'm holding my dumbbells by the ends. Shoulders down and back. We're gonna make giant circles moving further up. So circle, a little higher, circle. Once more, up to a very high V position. Reverse your circles. 1, again, 2, third circle. Shoulder blades pinch together. Let's do that again. So circle, try not to bend your elbows. Higher still, up to a high V. And reverse your circles, over, over. Upside down V. We're going 1 more time, the whole set. Big circles, a little bit higher, long arms, moving from the shoulder, high V. Last time, bringing down, round, third circle, and release. Circle your wrist. 2, 3, reverse your circle, 4, 3, 2, just the wrist curl here, little curl, so it's like this. 4, 3, 2, turn them around and make it an extension. These are the muscles we ignore into forearms. And release. Set your dumbbells down. Make sure your towel's close by. Make sure you're properly hydrated. In this 3rd week of August that is sweltering, palms together, feet underneath your hips. We're gonna start to move around now. Hips go back only as far as your knees bend. And then maybe touch your knees, knuckles up, sink, knuckles up. Easy enough. We do this one in every single class. Push down to come up. And maybe your heels lift up the top. So you sink your hips, your chest stays lifted. 4 more just like that. So 4, press. 3, 2, and just the squat, palms together. Remember that? We're gonna put it together with another piece. Left leg steps back once. Together, right leg. Easy enough. You can keep it in the step, or you can sink your hips and push against the floor to come up. So you sink, push down. Maybe your back arm reaches up. So it's not about touching the floor ever in this move. It's about sinking your hips and reaching up behind you. Let's do 4, 3, 2, parallel squat, palms together. Sink, squeeze. Today we're gonna put those two moves together. The first one we did, touch your knees, knuckles up. 2 more, and then left leg steps back, sink and reach up. Other side. 2 more. Squat, touch your knees, reach up. So option to lift your heels. 2 more. Left leg steps back and sink down. Reach up. 2 more. Feet parallel, squat. Maybe you lift your heels, maybe you don't. 2 more, either way. Left leg steps back. Reach up. Again. Feet parallel, squat and reach. 4, up, 3. Again, left leg steps back. 4, 3, 2. Parallel squat. We're doing one more round through these. Here we go. Left leg goes back. 4, 3, 2, parallel squat. Right here. 4, up, 3, up. Hold it at the top. Hold. If your heels are up or down, it'll work. Find your squat. Extend through your fingertips. Make a fist right here. A fist. Extend. Make a fist. Extend. Hold your hands in a fist. Lower your heels. Wiggle your toes. Palms together. Come up. Recovery squat. This next one goes to the side and back. So make sure you have some space. I can move a towel. Alrighty. We'll break it down. Left leg, slow motion, lunge to the side. I'm gonna scoot over so you can see it. You lunge, bend your side, the leg that steps out, so it should be your left bend, push off. That's your move. 1, 2, now your left leg goes diagonally, back behind you, and back up same way. 1, 2, 1 lateral lunge. So bend, this leg stays straight. Now diagonally back. That's your pattern. Single side and back. Side, touch, down, up. Side, press off, down, push down to come up. So you can move here or take your arms with you. Side, circle, side, circle. So out to the left and right with your arms. Left. You can keep it in the tap, or you can get rid of the tap, take a knee lift. Lunge, balance, sink, balance. Lunge or tap. Either way it's gonna work. You find the position that challenges you today. Start at the top of your heart rate up. Again, out, up, sink, up, lunge, up, again. Breathing in and out. Going twice more after the side. 2 more times. Just once. Second time, you're gonna hold your last position. Hold your toes down, try to pick it up. Lace your fingers. Press your palms towards me. Extend your left leg. Back behind you. Press your left hip forward, pulse. As you pulse, flex your back foot. 2, 3, hold. Bring your heel towards your hip and extend. Let's do it again. Remember, your hip presses towards me. If your heel gets all the way to your hip, that tells you that your knee could be further back behind you. Again, heel to the hip. 2 more slowly. Heel to the hip, chest up, belly button in. Heel to the hip, then single counts here. So half, extend. Half, extend. 2 more only. And parallel squat. I know the right side of your butt and your hamstring are baked. Touch your knees, knuckles up. So sink, press. Don't worry, we're gonna have a little sorbet before we do the other side. Sink, press. 1 more. Feet wide, toes to the corners, palms together. This is just a little sorbet because we're about to work this side. Dog on the loose in the house. 2 more. Back to a parallel squat right here. So make sure you don't have anything in your way on this side. Whew. Ready? Slow motion lunge. So bend this outside leg, press up again. Sink for 2, diagonally back with the right leg. 1, 2, same way. Right leg goes back. 1, 2, now once to the side. Slow motion lateral lunge, diagonally back. 1, 2, single count. So side, touch, sink, touch. This is our move. We know it from the other side. Step, press, back. Maybe your arms go with you. Again. So step, up, sink, side lunge, out, up, again, out, up, out. Maybe you lose your tap. Make the knee lift, up, diagonally, up. Breathing all the way in and out. Press down to come up. We have 4 more to go. Yep, 4. This is 4. Press. Down. This is 3. Up. Twice more. Keep your chest lifted. Last 1. Then hold your last position. If your knee, or if your toes down, try to pick it up. Lace your fingers. Press your palms towards me. I'm going to shift so you can see this leg. Take your right leg behind you and pulse. Pressing your right hip towards me. Shoulders down. Flex your back foot. Hold now, heel towards the hip. Towards this, get all the way in there. If it does, take your knee further back. But keep your shoulders down and your right hip pressing towards me. We'll go twice more. Slowly here. Heel to the hip. And extend. 1 more slowly. Then we take single count. Smaller range. Bend. Extend. Thigh behind your hip. Knee back there. Just trying to engage your hamstrings. For 4. Extend. 3. 1 more. And hold it out. And pulse. 2, 3, and shake it off. Parallel squat. Reach, knuckles up. Sink. All right, grab some water if you need it. Even with the air conditioning on, it is super duper sweaty. All right, keep your palms together here. Now take your feet wide, toes towards me. So it's not turned out, and it's not a hip sink, it is an actual squat. It's a wide position squat. Now reach down, pull up, reach, pull. So you're pushing down through the middle of your feet and pressing down. Keep this in your head. 1 more. Back to a parallel squat, palms together. Step a little bit back. We're going to use the space in front of you. Keep that wide squat. In here, we're going to get to it. 2 more here. We'll break it down. Left leg, step forward once. Back, right leg. This is your pattern. Step together, step. Now remember, go a little bit to the corner, not completely, but just a little bit. Shoulders just shift In order to make that transition, your weight needs to be on your back heel. Sink your hips a little bit as you step, press. So you rotate on your back heel. That is going to protect your knee. So you sink, toes up. Just a little bit, just to get the weight off of them. Maybe you reach up behind you. Reach up, not down, reach. 4 more like that. So 4, press. 3, 2, keep your feet going. Maybe you reach up. So sink, reach up, sink, reach up. That'll change your heart rate. Again, sink, reach, again. We're doing 4 more like that. So 4, press down, 3, 2, wide parallel squat right here. Remember this? Let your heart rate settle a little bit. Reach, pull, reach, pull. Easy enough. 4 more just like that. So 4, 3, 2, now hop or pedal in the middle. You can hop or pedal. Either way, step out. Hop, step out. Or pedal, step. Pedal or hop to squat wide. Out, cross, out. Let's do 4 more. In 4, 3, 2, wide squat here. Reach, pull. Sink your hips, not your chest. Sink, press down. 2 more. At the top, hold it here. Left toes are gonna rotate towards me and out. Palms together. So out towards me. Out, bend your left knee. Arms up, they open, side, together. 2 more. Just the right toes. Just the toes. Well, really the leg. Happens from the hip. Arms up and out. Over. Rotate, bend the knee. 4 more on this side. 4, 3, 2, center. Pull your arms straight down. Toes towards me. Maybe you crunch through your core. That just means your hips and shoulders get closer together. 1 more, left side, open up and rotate out. Again, 2 more. Center, pull straight down. 4, 3, 2, right side, open up. Reach your arms up. 2 more. Center, pull straight down. Crunch if you're ready for that. 2 more. Going in 2s, left side. Open up twice. Again, center, pull down twice. Right side for 2. Again, center, pull straight down. Crunch. Here we go, singles to your left. Center, pull down. To the right. Reach up, crunch. Left side, over. Crunch. 1 more right. Center, hop or pedal here. And step out or cross, jump squat. Whew. Sweat is pouring down. 4, 3, 2, reach and pull, and reach, pull. The dog is like, I'm out of here. Again. 2 more. Hold up. Hold it. Toes to corners. Knuckles up. Sink your hips. Breathe in and out. Try to lift your heels. Bring your arms down. Extend your fingertips. Reach your fingertips to where the wall meets the floor behind you. Squeeze under your armpits. Belly button in. Bring your palms together, thumbs at your chest, lower your heels, come up, sink, press. All right, we know this part. Let's just do it just to review. Now bring your arms out to a V, and you come up. Now cross them over your head, up, out to a V. Sink, cross, open to a V. Last time slowly, single count. Cross, open, cross, open. Maybe your heels lift. If they lift, maybe they jump. 2 more, 1 more. Just palms together and sink your hips. That's the first part of our combo. Yep, I'm putting in a combo today. Toes towards me, wide squat. All right, so keep the V spin, the V jump in your head. 4 more to catch your breath. You'd also know the second part if you've been working out with me for a while. Slow motion, hands to the floor, left leg goes back. Maybe you extend your arm up, come back to wide and up. Let's go the other way. Hands down, right leg goes back. Maybe your left arm reaches up, wide, and single count. So floor, left, wide, and up. You can work here if that's better for your back, or even without the open up of the arm. Any level will work. You can even mix the levels up during the interval. Another breath each side. 1 more, wide squat parallel. All right, so the trick is that part is parallel. The V jumps are turned out. Cross here, yes? Arms out to a V. Now cross them. Up tempo from here. So cross, up, maybe heel lift, maybe jump. Ready? Hands down, turn your toes. Here, reach, wide, and up. Turn your toes out, and what? Up, 2 more. Oh, sorry, dog. Hands to the floor, I'm sorry. Reach back. I assaulted him. Turn your toes out, and left cross. Up, cross. I'm afraid to jump. 1 more. Hands down, turn your toes parallel. Left leg back. Sink. Turn your toes out, arms out here so that you can cross. Open, cross. 1 more. Hands down, parallel, and left leg back. Arms out, here we go. Up, out, up, out, up. 1 more. Hands down, left leg goes back. That's so messy. Last set. Here we go. Up, out, up. 1 more, good sport. Hands down, left leg goes back. 1 more. Wide parallel squat. Sink. Push down, come up. 2 more. Feet under your hips. Sink. Push down through your feet. 2 more. And both arms come up. Hands on your legs. Round your back. Release. Round your back. Release. This time, come all the way up. Whew, grab your towel and whatever you're drinking. Sorry about the dog interference. Look at him though. Look at him. Look at this face. All right, I'm gonna turn sideways for core. You don't have to. I do everything alternating sides. So that I can cue front arm is the one closest to your screen, back arm towards the dog or just away from your screen. All right, so I'm gonna use 1 towel to sit on. You don't have to. And I'm gonna use my other towel for resistance or control or whatever you want to call it. I know, he's very unique this morning. He's not been out I've been waiting until the evening to take him out because it's so sweltering hot. He doesn't do so well in the heat. He's not young. I know, isn't he mesmerized by me because I control the food and the walks. All right, towel, shoulder distance apart. So it doesn't matter how big or small your towel is, as long as you have enough room to get shoulder distance without any slack in the middle. I'm turning side. All right, here you go, dog. Oh, he already had a toy. All right, sitting up tall, feet flat on the floor if you can, knees bent. But the most important thing is that you're straight up and down in your spine. If you start here, then you're already curled, and the way your back muscles work is if they're extended. That's what they do. They're called extensor muscles. And arms straight out in front of you. Curl back halfway down. So you curl for 2 and up. I always start with these. As you curl, sort of pull your towel out to the sides. Again, that forces you to engage your lats. Your lats are the muscles on the side of your body. It's funny, not everybody knows all the names to their muscles, but they do know where they are by way of which muscles bother each person. We all have an area that we don't exactly favor or a part that we work on more than the others. Maybe you lift your arms higher on the curl, so curl. Lift. You don't have to lift very high, just far enough to find extra resistance. So curl, increase the resistance, come back up. Pull your towel out to the sides. Again, same thing. So curl, reach. Again, curl, reach. Let's go twice more. So curl, reach. This time you'll hold your curl, hold it here, so then your arms are on a diagonal to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Try to rotate over towards me and center. Away from me, try to keep your knees bent the same amount. Again, slowly, 1, 2, center. Squeeze underneath your armpits and center. Single count. Towards me, center, away, center. Towards, center. Ooh, towards me, center. Did you all hear that the gyms in New York City got an opening date? We'll see how that goes. Maybe you extend your legs as you go across. I don't think anything here is going to open before January, but we'll see. Over, center, over, once more each side, and then come to the center, come up. Set your towel down, forward fold. So your knees can be bent or straight, up to you, as long as you can release your low back, separating your shoulder blades, chin to your chest, breathing in and out. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet, eyes up first, shoulders, and then your body. At the top, tuck your hips. I'm gonna scoot forward. Fingertips can help you curl down, one bone at a time. When you're all the way down, I'm gonna scooch back. So I'm out of the comment feed. Let's see, yes. So your knees are to your chest, then rock your knees side to side. There we go. Oh, side to side. You can keep your knees together, or you can extend your top leg out. All right, let's come back to the center. Hands to the side of the hips, shoulders down and back. Untuck your hips so your belly button's level to your pelvic bone. 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. Belly button level to your pelvic bone, or you can measure by your hips parallel to the floor and ceiling. Either way, your calves are parallel to the floor. Fingertips up to the ceiling. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, circle your arms around until you can squeeze underneath your armpits, trying to roll your shoulders just a little bit off the floor. You can stay here or extend your back leg up, and your front leg can either extend on any diagonal or you can bend it and put the foot on the floor. Either way, squeezing underneath your armpits, hold right here, slow motion change, 4, 3, 2, you're there on 1, slowly 4, 3, 2, you're there on 1, slowly 4, reach past your hips with your fingertips, 4, 3, now 2 counts to get there in 1, 2, 1, 2 again, 1, 2, now singles if you're ready, so it's single, change, change, reach past your hips, 4, 3, 2, hold, bring your knees to your chest, relax, little tiny rock side to side, and then hold at center, arms out to the side, palms up to the ceiling, same setup, untuck your hips, 90 degrees at the hip and the knee, your legs are your dumbbells, shoulders stay down, rotate your legs towards me for 2 and back to the center, away from me for 2, center and over towards me for 2, center, away from me, 1, 2, let's do it again, exhale, over for 2, inhale to the center, exhale for 2, inhale, again, exhale over for 2, in, again, exhale over, again, exhale for 2, pull to the center, one more time, over, and hold at center, fingertips up to the ceiling, inhale, take them over your head, same setup we did, exhale, circle around, squeeze underneath your armpit, this time, front leg goes up, back leg either on a diagonal, or foot on the floor. Either way, if both feet are up, flex both feet, take your back arm across your front leg, really peel that back shoulder blade off the floor and reach towards me, and then pulse. Pulse up, breathing all the way in and out. Again, so pulse by squeezing underneath your armpits here. 4, 3, 2, let's do 8 more, so 8, 7, keep peeling it off the floor, that's your shoulder blade I'm talking about, and hold, both knees into chest. Release here, we'll set up the other side. Untuck your hips, 90 degrees at the hip and the knee, fingertips to the ceiling. Inhale, arms up, exhale, circle around, squeeze underneath your armpits, roll your shoulders up. This time your back leg extends up, maybe your front leg finds a diagonal or puts it on the floor. If both legs are up, flex both feet. Front arm goes across your back leg, peel your front shoulder blade off the floor and pulse. Pulse by squeezing under here and reaching your fingertips past your back leg. Breathing in and out. Let's do 8 more. So 8, 7. Final 4, 3, 2, and release. Knees into the chest. One last thing. Cross your ankles up. Toes face the ceiling. Knees bend out to the sides. Fingertips find your ears. I love this one. I do it a lot. Squeeze under your armpits. Roll your shoulder blades slightly up. Crunch everything together. And take your time to extend out. So crunch in for 2. Extend out. So you inhale here and exhale on the way out. Inhale as you come in for 2. Exhale out again. In for 2. Exhale out again, inhale, 1, 2, again, in, 2, twice more, in for 2, and out. This time, hold it in, little pulses, hips crunch towards your shoulders, try not to pull on your head. You have 4, 3, 2, and release. Feet on the floor, super close to your hips. Hands next to your hips, tuck your hips, push your feet down to lift your hips up. So your toes are facing the same way as your fingers. Hold here, breathing all the way in and all the way out. Maybe you lace your fingers underneath and straighten your elbows. Either way, you can still wiggle your toes. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. If your fingers are laced, unlace them here. Lower your spine one bone at a time. When you're all the way down, Just take your arms slightly off the side and let your knees just rock side to side. Just a little rocking side to side, a little rotation in your low back. Then hold it center. Front knee into your chest. And extend your front leg up until you feel the stretch. Behind it, your back leg can stay where it is, or you can walk your back leg out to a bigger point of flexibility. Flex and bend the knee to the chest. Drive it up. Again, so flex. Bend, drive it up. Again, last time, flex. Bend this time, hold your leg up. Front arm goes on the inside of your front leg. Then open the leg to the side enough to feel the stretch. On the inside of your leg, press your back hip into the floor. Flex both feet. Push your heels out to the walls, breathing as it happens. And then bend your front knee to the center. Front arm out towards me. Back arm across your knee. And take your knee away from me. Reaching out with your front fingertips. And then come back to the center. Change sides. Front knee on the floor. Back knee in. Extend it up. Only until you feel the stretch behind it. Flex this foot. The front leg can stay where it is, or it can walk out and find some flexibility there. Bend the knee to the chest. Send the heel up again. So it's flex, bend, drive it up. Again, flex, bend, drive it up. One more time, flex, bend this time. Hold your leg up. Back arm goes anywhere on the inside of your back leg. Then push the leg to the side, far enough to feel the stretch. On the inside of your back leg, where's your front hip? It's pressing into the floor, shoulders on the floor, flex both feet, and then bend the knee back to the center. Back arm reaches out to the side, front arm across your knee, and take your knee over towards me. Breathing as this happens, reaching out with your back fingertips. And then bring yourself back to the center, both feet on the floor, flip over onto your stomach. Arms and legs extended all the way out. Your front arm reaches around, grab where your shoelaces would be, pull your heel to your hip, hip to the floor, opening your quads. And then release, change sides, reach your back arm around. Grab where your shoelaces would be. Pull your heel towards your hip. Hip to the floor. Try to keep it there. If you can, bring your front arm back around. Grab where your shoelaces would be on both feet. If you're not quite there, grab your heels, maybe your pants. If you're already there, put your feet into your hands and lift your knees off the floor. Maybe your shoulders lift up as well. And then release. Hands at the side of your chest. Press your chest up. Hips to your heels. Child's pose. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then round up to a tabletop. Hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Round your back. Push your hands and feet into the floor to lift your tailbone up. Walk your hands up towards your feet. Let your head hang. Lift your tailbone up. Unroll. In 4, 3, 2. Whoo, that's it. That was sweltering. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off from here. After party's just gonna be, I'm gonna do extra side core and stretch. Thank you guys for joining me in my sweaty living room, no matter what time of day you're doing this. I appreciate you guys. I'll either see you in 5 minutes for after party, or I'll see you on Friday at 11. Thanks.